Alright, time to do some drawing. Alright. Yes, how are you doing, Kim? Soon in? How are you doing, Kim? Yes. I'm working on my volume 3 currently of Under God. I've already dropped 2 volumes this year, but I try to film the progress. Why no one is here? You draw very good. I don't know, well, I just started. And thank you. I appreciate that. We've only been on, what, for almost going on 5 minutes now. I'm sure they'll show up. It's just a matter of time. How you doing, Lady Elena? I can subscribe because I already did, but I can drop a like. Yeah, I appreciate the like and the subscribe as well. But I can't drop a like. I can't subscribe because I already did. I appreciate it. Either way. How you doing, Julian Rules? Alright, I'm gonna smoke, drink coffee, and start asking questions. Alright, I remember now, yes. I got caught up cooking. Had to make some stuff. I didn't get to check my Instagram yet. Good. I'm doing good. Just getting into work, doing some late night drawing. Just taking it easy a bit. Well, I'm on work mode, but I can't take it too easy. But I kind of like the late night drawing, you know. Well, thank you. If you guys like this video and subscribe to this channel. Let's make this thing grow. Love the lives. What's the lore? Well, there's a big. Well, you gotta get the manga for me to explain all that because there's a lot of twists and turns. But I'll just say there's a moon god religion, city centers, cannibals, and so far two protagonists trying to figure it all out. And let's say there's disciples. It's all kinds of crazy stuff. I'll get into it later. I'll tell you. I'll fill you in more. There's a book as well. Good that you're doing okay, Julian. But how are you doing, Nolan? Let's see. In Zanvale, how are you? I hope I'm saying that right. How long have you been drawing for? Oh, for many moons. I've drawn for a long time. Years. Earlier was painting, but today, or when it gets kind of late like this, I like actually I like working at night. I've been drawing for 2 years. I'm making ramen right now. I just got done making salmon and some crazy stuff. What kind of ramen? Yeah, yeah, no. This is what I enjoy doing. Making manga or writing stories, painting pictures, and cooking good food. All kinds of other stuff. But I find a peace in this. Megure, hot and spicy. What are you drawing in that square? Oh, right now I'm working on one of the bad guys, kind of trying to load his gun. I mean, it's like a one-shot gun. There's like some other pages, and he's this is what it looks like so far. Let me find that other page. So he's like laying on the ground. He's got like a corpse on him, and he's trying to get up, but he's pinned to the ground. I'll show you some of the images. So yeah, this is to the opening of volume 3. This is gonna be a big volume. It's gonna at least be 300 pages. Because of the content and the story, the lore, everything that's gonna go down. I don't want to talk too much about what's gonna be in it, but let's just say it's gonna be at mythical proportions. Well, volume. Well, what I'm saying, what I mean is like, let's say, okay, like this is a volume. Yeah, it's the book number. Like this right here is 252 pages. This is volume. You can get physicals and read the digital as well at angelsofrenaissance.com. So volume 1 and 2 is out at the moment. I'm working on getting the physicals for volume 2, but right now volume 3 is in the works, in which you guys are witnessing. So you guys don't have to wait years. You guys actually see the book being made, like its process and the progress. But at the same time, I don't give out the story or what's going on, so I don't ruin it for my current readers and soon to be future readers as well. So I keep it very vague and just kind of jump around on the pages so no one knows what the hell's going on. Do you know how to draw anime? Yes. Yeah. I'll actually show you guys. I have to do this. I have to shill it for a second. But yeah, if you guys want to check it out, this is Under God, Volume 1. Let's go shill Under God all day. I'll show a little bit more, later on. I just got to get a few, some drawing in a bit for tonight. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Volume 1 and Volume 2 as well. Each volume, it seems like it gets better. The look, the aesthetics, and how the story is going is driven. It all feels, like an adventure, like an RPG. So yeah, so definitely you guys come check it out, and everything's all drawn like traditional as well. Like if you guys actually see the stack of drawings it took to make this book, it's like a tome. How much would you sell one of the original manga? The originals go for $10 plus shipping and handling. Same for the digital. It's just $10 download. So yeah, it's for 18 and up. So keep that in mind. Sorry, kitties. I said it wrong. How much for the one that's done in ink? What do you mean, like the original? The original pages? Oh, those would be pretty cost some a bit for originals. Um, and I'm not sure if I want to like give those out like that yet, because I want to do an art gallery and have the originals like displayed. Yeah, $10. It's $10 for this book plus shipping and handling, because I want to make sure you guys are getting your money's worth. And on top of that, I'm drawing and writing it, so I'm not going to charge $20 for the book and then shipping and handling. But unless you buy more than one, yeah. Um, if you ever decide to let the original go, tell me first. I want to buy one. Okay. Like this is like one of my favorite pages. I like that one. Took a while to draw the flowers and stuff, but oh yeah, I'd sign it. The thing it just kind of is like if the pages were like scattered all over the world, and then they have to like be brought back together in the future. but it has to be signed, of course. I'll have it signed. Does the ink version and the original look different? Um, well, I can grab, like, I guess I can, like, for instance, like, would be like an original page, for instance. And then when I scan them all in and do my thing on the computer, then they look like how they look in the final process. Like, even the screen tones, all that stuff. So, yeah. I like this image. This is like one of my favorite images. The 7th in October sitting there. And he's actually making clothes for her. But yeah, how you see this is how the original would look. I'd pay 1,000 for an original. No, I appreciate that. No, I will have I will have art, like original, like paintings done from under God, like uh, available soon, and you guys can get physical paintings and stuff, like real paintings, not prints. Because I like people having, something real from, I like having something original from an artist or a musician or something. Well, I mean, can't I would just get a copy, but like something, sentimental things. So yeah, where's that image? Like this. Like if you see the original one, it's pretty in person. Like, yeah, very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Nolan. Do you know when live in Canada time? I'm not sure what you mean. I'm about to fall asleep. Oh, I'm sorry. Like right now, it's like 10:49 here, and I'm in the United States. I'm like in Ohio. So, but I try to, you know, stream. Like earlier, I was painting, and today I'm just like, or tonight I'm just kind of like working on the progress of Volume 3. Okay, so you're an hour ahead. You're in the future. Well, I'll try to stream, sooner. But, it's just like with everything going on, it's just kind of hectic. But I plan on being up pretty late and just working. Just sitting up, working, doing some late night drawing and hanging out and just getting it in. Love it. All you. Thank you. Just want to show you guys um, the books are being finished and getting worked on. And I'm not taking years to finish these books and stuff, you know? And it's not to knock anyone. It's, well, kind of, but it's kind of making a statement. What do you prefer drawing with? I can draw digital and all that stuff. I can just draw a period. I'm cool. But with this book, I wanted to go traditional. I like the feel of traditional. It's just something about it, the feel of the paper, and just feels magical on some real stuff. But yes, I love working with the nib. But yeah, even ballpoint pen, love working with that too. Ballpoint pen feels like freedom, kind of, because I can be as messy as I want with it and make it make sense still. I think I'll do the details in his hair like after. But right now, I just want to get the basic message across and do the low res stuff, and then add the details, the details. Oh yeah, it's a hand cannon. But he's like still in panic mode because of the position that this guy is in. He, it's just a single shot loader, and he thinks that it's still, because he's in the moment, and he's gonna like keep clicking it, keep like pushing the trigger, and it's not doing shit. And he's like, oh shit. Gotta make sure it's done right, because I'm looking at the other panels and making sure it's like matching up right. Because I don't want the weapons to look different on every panel or even in the next page. It's gotta be consistent. Actually, it's just a, a slug in there, like a cannonball, a small one. Sometimes they'll stuff whatever in there, like bones and stuff, and whatever, or rocks. So very crude, but it gets the job done. And these guys are like cannibals too. They're cannibals. You are back. And you have questions. I might have answers. So your studio, what's your goal for it? I kind of want to make it like, how like Studio Ghibli kind of. I want one of those. I want to build a studio and have art shows or like art galleries, and also like present other independent creators and do all that stuff. But I want to take it a step at a time. But first and foremost, is building the foundation. So I feel putting these books out first and proving it, showing that the work is getting finished, and let the work speak for itself and the quantity as well. Uh, I was thinking that is what you're going to say. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Like, and and I even have like people on to the projects that I have in mind. I have lots of projects. It's not only like this manga stuff. I'd like to delve into the video game stuff as well, like, because I like that kind of stuff. And but yeah, like, and introduce like have like fine art, but doing with but also have like like characters introduce like fine art like with manga and anime like kind of stuff. Like actually have that stuff in like art galleries. Let's see. Do you draw at work or home? Well, I'm at home right now, and I kind of work from home at the moment. Do like commissions right now, which I'm working on a large painting, and I also sell my books. Can you draw any TV characters? Yeah, like who? What do you like? Like what do you mean? What kind of TV characters? I have such a bad sunburn. Well, that'll happen. Stay out in the sun too long. Just try to take it easy. I have the same vision, which is why I started with game making, then worked backwards to making manga. Yeah, like they go hand in hand. Seriously. Like create escapism and all that stuff. That's what I want to do. Is create worlds and create with even with this studios to create, that bring back what is lost kind of deal because I don't want to go like too corporate and then lose my sense of my soul and all that stuff. That's why I don't work for anyone like that because I know what I want and what I want to do, and I don't need someone to uh, thwart my vision for greed and power and all that stuff. I'm not about that. I'm about making things and making it right, telling the story, creating these adventures and these journeys and all that stuff, and not lose my sense of my soul to some material shit. Um, sorry, ran. I'm drawing the manga, doing the anime and game. Yeah, yeah, I can draw SpongeBob and Naruto. I can. Once you learn to draw, you can pretty much draw. You'll see there's like a sense of drawing anything. But yes, I can draw them. The issue I'm running into now is, do I start my own studio or B, join an indie studio? Well, it's one of those things. Thank you, Julian. It's like one of those things. It's like you have to see who's doing what. Like, are they in your favor? Like in accomplishing what you're doing without like without messing up what you're trying to accomplish. Like that's when you have to go independent. Uh, but if you want to go with a studio, you have to think like, do you have things that you care about, like your creations and stuff? Even if they say, no, we're not gonna uh, take over your IP and all that stuff. Yeah, maybe I'm too stubborn when it comes to this stuff because I care very much about my characters and what I do, and I don't think in some way I can do that to anyone. Kind of like take their ideas and like change it up really bad. So if I could, I'm like everywhere right now. Can you make a live stream of drawing TV characters? I could, but I'd rather draw people that makes their independent characters, like their OCs and stuff instead. I'd enjoy that more so than drawing something that's already established. Are the corpses on him the ones they eat? I mean, if it's a corpse, they'll eat him too, but what do you mean? Like the one that's laying on this guy? Well, the guy got shot and he's fell off the hill and like kind of like ran into him, pinned him to the ground. His corpse did. How you doing, Mr. Sky? It's good to have you here as well. Come join us. We're doing some late night drawing and chilling out. Hello, art enjoyer. Seems like E-Dog lied about stream. Well, maybe he's got something going on. I'll say, some days like I don't end up showing up or something happens. It's just personal things. Maybe he's got something going on. And I don't hold him to that. It's one of those things. Life happens, and these things can be touchy. Kind of like and some days it's like, man, things happen. So maybe maybe he's good. I Maybe something came up. I hope he's okay though. Let's see, I've been thinking about starting my own and joining an indie. I have my whole project pretty much laid out and in progress from manga chapters to animation. I'm just now looking around and see what's the best option. Hmm. That I've talked to Marshall about this before, and it's like one of those things. It's like you really, you care about your creation, and if you're willing to go the mile, like start the business, get the LLC, do all that. If that's what one thing I would suggest. But if you want to work with someone that's in the indie scene, um, I would suggest you talk to them and see where their values are and what they're gonna do. Um, it's like one of those things. Like me, I just started a lot of this stuff. Um, the only thing I can think of right now is get this catalog going. I need to build a foundation before I start. You know, even paying people like that kind of stuff. There's like so much I need to learn. I feel dumb when it comes to business, but I'm learning as it goes. Um, I want to join an indie studio to add my style to the roster. A part of me wants to have my manga be a part of a lineup of hits. I see. You're not thinking about joining no Saturday AM or something like that, right? Not trying to knock those or anything, but you want something established. Am I right? Nah, I'm only gonna join up with friends. Yeah, I mean people that you're cool with and you know who your associate, yes, and you have a close relationship with, yeah. I actually want to be at the grassroots of it. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, you want to be like involved, be in the trenches as well. I can respect that. Like if I had things like a little more like, I would probably, yeah, I need to figure this out. See what I want to do with this. Like I know I want the studio as that's where I'm shooting for is the studio and produce a ton of work, but also like how would it get to a point where I can, like will I present other artists or would I just like have in-home projects, things like that. And that's the thing too, like I don't want the artists to lose their, you know, but at the same time the studio has to, yeah, a lot of thinking on there. I have to think about that. Nice. The thing is, I can fund my own projects and etc. and would get paid only from what I sell. I see. That's something. Hmm. You got me thinking a lot. So give me a second. How are you doing, Tacos Legit? Are the gloves important for the type of art, or is it a personal choice? It's so I don't mess up my stuff because I get kind of messy, and I want to keep my stuff, surgically clean. It's just how I work. Do you have a company? Are you seek talking to me, Nolan? I do. I do. Right now, I've started it. I also have the card game as well. Once I get the funds for that and get things in order, then I can put that out. And I've been talking about it for a minute. So if you guys like and subscribe to this channel, every little bit helps. Let's make this thing grow. No, I said I can. Oh, I bet you can. I've been self-funded for about 10 years. Good. Good. And that's what you have to do. Sometimes you have to self-fund, and that's what like even this, I'm self-funding it. Getting the physical copies, I have to self-fund it. I mean, they were like, "Oh, you do a Kickstarter." Well, I can do that and the other thing in the future, but right now, I have to put in the effort and make this happen. So yes, it's very important. Epoxy resin, I work with that stuff. How are you? Do the gloves stop the ink from smudging? Oh no, it don't. It just keeps me from smudging the ink. And so it does not stain his hands. That too. I like having my hands clean and getting ink off and keep washing it is a pain in the dick. Uh, and so that makes sense. But now I want to expand with other indie artists to create an indie powerhouse. Like that kind of stuff. Like if I had was like, hey, I need something done. I need some animation. That's when that's like a department I would have like love to have in the studio. Animation, video games, fine arts, stuff like that. All the fun stuff and inspirational as well. Let's see. But yeah, I really want to get this plot of land and like start building the studio there, like out in like here in Ohio, like some cool wooded area, like make it look like a piece of Japan. Um, I want to try to ink. You should. It's fun. I enjoy it. It's therapy in there in this. I rec- which also why I went into animation thinking I'm gonna meet more manga artists who don't know how to animate and why I learned how to make games. Yeah, yeah, like, if I had things more set up, like, yeah, you know what, turn resume, see what you're about, and it looks fun to draw with. Oh, indeed, it is. It's fun. It's relaxing. Something about it. I don't know. It's that old school feel. I love it. Games, manga, anime is the foundation to an indie powerhouse. Well, that's what I want for Angels of the Renaissance. I want all those things. I've got a card game already. It's already done and everything. I just need to uh, get it in production, like in bulk. Get everything done in bulk now. But yeah, no. Everything like Nintendo does and Studio Ghibli or Ghibli, whatever, that's what I want. That studio, that cool ass place, that retreat, and also that gallery, also where people could come around the world and they come to see the art and also get the books. Like, really make a landmark. I don't know what to use. You can get, if you have a Hobby Lobby around, just for starters, you can go to Hobby Lobby or your local art store, and they should always sell nibs and ink wells. So you can get you some ink and get you some nibs and start. And then once you do that, um, you'll be hooked. I'm gonna put out some videos of my games in a few days. Oh, that'd be sweet. I'd like to see those. The first game is a visual novel slash point and click of the manga. Oh, that's sweet. So you have like a visual, kind of like the images and the text going. See, that's pretty cool. Yeah, like stuff like that. I would love to have. It's funny. Yeah, I know quite a few people in the game industry. Well, a few. One of them, he was like the lead programmer in the Tall Tale games, and he was here at my house, and I've known him because he used to live in Columbus, Ohio, and we would play Street Fighter in the OhioCon tournaments and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm making a game, and because I'm making the cutscenes, I decided to make a manga version first because I had the art from the game scenes. Makes sense. It makes it easier too, but also like it keeps it kind of like real and true to the source. Um, then I have cutscenes which I'm going to splice together to make an anime. Yeah. Where to buy from? How you doing, LeMay? What engine are you using? Turn Builder and RPG Maker. Wait, let me. I remember when I was working on Dead Mansfield. I did all the sprites and I was doing the programming as well. And man, that was insane. And I was building it from the ground up. I wasn't using Unreal or anything. I was actually just building it from the ground up. And I was new to a lot of that stuff. Man, talk about burnout. So now, like, programming's a lot easier now. Is that a website? Hi, Nolan. It's gonna mess around with Wolf RPG. What's Wolf RPG? Is that like an RPG Maker as well? RPG Makers went through some stuff. Some serious stuff. But I feel more confident with Renpy. Never heard of that one either. Yes. Accidentally clicked off where to buy. Are you referring to no. But is your game right now in like currently in like in the process of being worked on? Well, you're working on it currently. It's not playable at the moment, is it? Or can we play it? For the pen, is it difficult? RPG Maker usually on sale. No, that'd be cool to do an RPG Maker with Under God. I'd fuck with that. But, ow, fuck. Ooh, stabbed myself. Shit, that is sharp as fuck. You guys be careful with these. Those are like little knives. Uh, I'll have a demo less than a week. First chapter. What is dog? It's not too hard to learn. It is good for visual novels. It gets more difficult when you add more stuff to it. What is RPG Maker? RPG Maker was like, I mean, it's evolved. It's gone through like some stuff. It's like at first you can make like top down like RPGs, like the old school Final Fantasies and like Zeldas and stuff. And then from there it just like it's evolved. Like last time I messed with it, it was like early in the 2000s in its early stages, and from what I've seen so far now, it's like it's so much better. It's like maybe someone else can explain it better than I can. I learned how to make a first person game in RPG Maker. Really? So you can do that? I'm gonna craft a whole hand drawn world, but that's about 5 years. But it'd be worth it. means role playing game or rocket propelled grenade. But we're talking about role playing. Watching you draw got me inspired to draw tonight too. How long have you been drawing? Your control of the pen is really great. I've been drawing for a million years. Let's just say that. And thank you. Definitely, since I'm world building manga Jew, I'm telling it in multiple mediums. Yeah. Oh, where to buy the pen? These? You can get them on at Hobby Lobby or go to jetpens.com. Go to your local art store and they'll usually have nibs and Indian ink. I'm telling you, you'll fall in love with it. And you don't have to put a lot of pressure, just a little bit, and how it carries the ink. Because you can, the more pressure you put on, the thicker your lines will get, and it depends on what size nib you're using. And that applies with all the nibs. You can, how you put pressure onto it can affect your line thickness as well. So I can use a thicker nib and get really thin, fine lines if I apply less pressure. But if I push down, it's going to make that line like a thick line. It is like the Pokemon video games. Huh. So one story is via manga, another aspect is the game, and then another is anime, an anime. So you got kind of like a triforce going on, like a thing. Uh, you have multiple venues going all at once. Yeah, I think like that because you can expand and really get covers a lot of ground. But also, you're just not covering ground just to do it, just to be like, hey, if you're making a game, it's actually like a cool ass game, not something thrown together. There's actually like some heart into it, and passion, and some thought, not, you know, let's bank on this. But the manga is this year, game next, anime 3. Okay? And you're gonna do the anime yourself. And how would you want to go about that? I would love to do an anime, but the way I kind of would like to do it is like if it were like hand drawn, like cell shaded and or not cell shaded, but hand painted cells and all that. Like actually go like old school. Yeah, cause I'm drawing the cutscenes for the game. All right, it makes sense. And it'll be done right too, and it can be done. It can be done. And finishing it and doing it feels so rewarding. And it's not the money or whatever. It's the sense of like accomplishment to be able to say I fucking did this and I got what was bothering me, eating me up inside. Yeah, Studio Ghibli style, exactly. That's the kind of stuff I want here to have that studio feel, that rustic feel, but also like it just feels good, like the awesome vibes, like a little piece of heaven here on Earth kind of deal, like an artist haven. I need to have a office full of sketches, full of books, never release other people's works when I'm about 60. Yeah. Right now we're in the trenches and we got to work up to all that. And this is the years you'll look back when you're at that age and say, and you can smile back at this. And just be able to spend my old years reading mangas. Yeah, I collected in my young years, drinking green tea in a small shed. I wouldn't mind that. Also, smoking, also. Yep, that's pretty much how I see things. It's just not too complicated, not too crazy. Also want to get into gardening again, and start growing shit, and also draw. Keep drawing. I'll still draw regardless and paint, and read other people's work as well, and enjoy all that stuff. Yeah, definitely gotta have that. What are you going to plant? Oh, sweet potatoes, um, squash and all that stuff. The good stuff. Tomatoes. I'm back from checking. It's just something about watching things grow as well. Oh yeah, I also want a dandelion farm too, like a little dandelion patch of garden. Well, those things grow everywhere. Why would you want one of those? Oh, you guys read Under God, you guys will find out. What do I search? Nolan, are you speaking to Lady Elena about her animation or game? My parents have a few fruit trees, but the squirrels got the peaches one year. See, I always thought groundhogs were cool, and then when I grew a garden, they weren't so cool anymore. Fuckers ate my sweet potatoes and tore up my shit. Um, no, to get a pen to draw. Oh, you want to go to jetpens.com? Sorry, let me write that down for you. JetPens should give me some sponsorship if I'm gonna do this for them. So you can go here and look up nibs, and I'll write that down. This is what you want. Yes, JetPens is awesome. A little pricey at some things, but yeah. Like groundhogs are cool to look at. But when it comes to your garden, it's all that stuff. Screw that. And those guys are assholes. I hope you got that. But that's where you want to go. You want to go to JetPens and check that out. They have the nibs and all that stuff. Today's stream changed your life today. Let's go. Well, hell yeah. Well, thank you. And I hope you get some awesome stuff from there. And when you check it out, it may seem intimidating at first, but when you start getting to the flow of things, you'll be like, oh, okay, this is fucking cool. Excuse my language, but this is cool. I don't have anything to use. Well, yeah, get your pens, your nibs, and get some paper as well. Well, right now they've been seem like they're kind of backed up on getting some paper, but you can practice on index paper, index cards. I mean, and just get it in one way or the other. How you doing, Julian? You're back. The pen body, this too. You can get those too. They're there too. So when you look up nibs, look up nib holder. They'll have it usually next to the nib. So usually if you're gonna look up nibs, they'll have the holders available as well. They'll ask you like, do you want one of these too? Make sure to put in code Angels Run. Yeah, that'd be cool. But yeah, no, they need to. If we're gonna sponsor Jet Pens, they should. That would be cool one day if that happened. Can I get a set? Yeah, you can get a set. Are usually in pieces. I mean, yeah, you can get a set. I'm sure they have it in sets, but I always get them all in like pieces. Like I'll get the nib holder, but sometimes if you'll get the nibs, you know they'll come with the holder as well. If you get anything speedball, usually they have sets where if you go to your local art store or something, they'll have usually Speedball will have the body, the nib holder, and the nibs to go with it. So about $10, $10 $12, you can get you a little set, a practice set. So yeah, you can totally do it. They should be available. What the hell is behind me? Oh, my kitty cat. Yeah, Undergod's pretty gory, violent, um, but also there's magic moments in it. There's wholesome moments. It's just part of the world. There's dumb shit that happens and things that happen, and that's why some things get a little violent at points. Found a nice one, good. That is what's up. You get you some nibs, nib holders. You start drawing, get it in. I guess in some ways I get lost in my work a lot. Hmm. Yeah, good job, Nolan. That's what's up. You stay dedicated to that. How do I hold my phone? I have three arms. So two of my hands are here, and my third arm is holding the phone. I'm just kidding. I have it on a stand, or I have it on a little clip, and I just put it up here and draw away. That's a wild hot take. I'm just kidding. But I have a little clip stand here that I use. I went to the Atlantic Ocean today. Oh yeah? Did you go fishing? What'd you do? Got some big waves. Oh, you go surfing. What do you tell me? Like, I've never met anyone that surfed before. Well, I take that back. I had a teacher that did. Um, what's it like? How was your trip? How long have you been surfing? Because anyone that says I got some big waves, I assume you surf. Boogie boarding. Okay. How long have you been doing that? You're on vacation. Where are you taking a vacation to? Or were you at on vacation for vacation? That's what I want. Take a vacation. I'll take one after undergrad makes millions or something like that. Damn, I wish I was on vacation. Me too. I haven't been on vacation in like forever. Only time I think I feel I can take one is when my work takes off, and that's why I'll deserve a vacation. But I really could use one. No, we will not wait till Undergod sells a million. I think 1,500 copies it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, yeah, you're right. I just need to get out, and I would love to take a vacation. Sounds really nice. I shouldn't wait to make $1 million for that. And it's more like, life is short, and it's one of those things. Yeah, I would love to just go out and just treat myself for once. Pretty easy to do. I am in Nova Scotia. Sounds fancy. I don't publish on Amazon. Thinking about doing that soon. Get onto Amazon. I just need to figure out. I just need to figure out something with that. But also Ingram as well. You said Amazon with a sick face, or is that what is that? I publish on Amazon, but my kids' books. Huh. Like everyone say, hey, publish on Amazon, and then people say, hey, don't do that, or like, which is it? You know what? He has one rope up here. This rope shouldn't be up here. Whoops. But it should be way back here. And then another one right here. And that I can clean it up. So I make children's books. Basic but good and publish on Amazon. But the cuts is 70 for me, 30. 70 to 30. 70 for you and 30 to Amazon. So I publish original works that aren't manga on there, so I don't mind the cut. Huh. Okay. I'll look into that. I'll keep that in mind because it probably would be a good idea as well, like to have that venue. But if people buy Undergod straight from my site, um, physical copies, they'll get signed. I'm gonna have to use a hell of a lot of whiteout on this part because he's laying down. I want it to make sense how he's laying down because he's laying down in the grass and he's like trying to draw his weapon as quick as he can, but it is not gonna fire because he already blew his friend's head off with a shot. So who is he fighting? Oh, well, I can't tell you that. He's fighting for his life. Just don't put more than one issue of Undergod. Maybe one issue as a marketing tactic, but push them to your site so that you can get a percent of profit. So then, it's a good idea. Yes. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Probably do the same with Ingram as well. Huh. Blew it off, schmoove off. Yes. He didn't mean to, but these guys are like heartless. They don't care. They're cannibals. They'll eat each other. I'd say sell one shots or things you won't continue, but your good life works. No. Hmm. Well, that's the thing. Hmm, like, like for instance, what I'm about to do next year in July. I feel it's in a way I'm doing that very thing, but except for where I'm gonna do with this book and where it's going. Because next year is gonna be a dual, let's say a dual campaign for. I'm shooting for Under God Volume 5. Hard. Well, it's gonna be the omnibus of 5 volumes, all in like a hardbound book. And this other book, where it's gonna go, I feel it's gonna get a lot of controversial, a lot of pull, and I'm gonna have two dual campaigns going, and I feel that the other place is gonna bring in eyes to this omnibus as well. Gotcha. Do the cannibals have paint on their face? Some of them will. Some of them have tattoos and piercings. Well, a lot of them do, and they're why? But yes, some of them do have paint on their face. On a side note, you gotta stop saying my ideas are good. You have me thinking I should switch passions to indie studio advisor consult. I mean, you have good ideas. It's like some things, I would consider I would do, because you care about your work. You're not trying to give it just to anyone. I tell like other creators, I'm like, I care about my characters. I care about my work, what I do. Um, I've had people say, well, just you can give that to give it to some company, and I'm sure you can work. I would never do that with this. But I can understand because when you care about something, you start looking at things with a wider scope, and you start looking at the fine print because you're like, I'm not sending my child to that daycare. I don't know what you guys are about. I feel like I have good ideas on how to push work. Yeah, like I come to those conclusions as well. No, I feel you. Be right back. All right, Nolan. I better switch the nib to a finer nib, even if I'm going really light with this. It's also like keeping it clean. I always like a brand new nib because it's got that sharp feel. Like, cause you know after a while when it starts to wear out, it starts to feel like rounded and not you're not getting that sharp touch, that sharp cut. Or those sharp, clean lines. Your fine lines become like the thicker lines. And when you start feeling your fine lines are too thick, it's time to change your nib. It's 2025. Never bring your original works to a mega corp. just to see them take it and yeah, they'll ruin that. Before I go and come back, thank you all for the help with ink pens. Yeah, anytime. Anytime, Nolan. Thank you for giving us the inspiration. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that as well, Nolan. Thank you. Thank you all for being here, you know, by the way. It's about time for a smoke break. But I'll still be here on here. Just gonna take a little break. Angel, this might sound weird at all, but what's that? And you guys can call me Ralph, by the way. Angels is, and everyone was like, hey, Angels, but I have to tell you, it's the studio. But I appreciate it either way. I'm slow to add you on Discord because I'm clearly where we are gonna have to. You're fine. Believe me, like I've talked to other creators about some of this stuff, but not, uh, but yeah, no, I don't mind. It's fine. It's like one of those things, just like when you're coming up with ideas and you have, big projects and all those things, everyone has like-minded ideas and thoughts. It all helps out. It all works out. We are already in our old people phase, stuck in a young wide. Yeah, I always say it doesn't feels like I've. You ever feel like you haven't been here? Like this is not your first time on this rodeo. Like you've been here before, and you're just repeating this again, but in a different time zone, different timeline, and you're just going through the motions again. Oh man, I'm like going way off subject. But yeah, no, it's one of those things you're always like, I don't know, just kind of strive you to. I need some help here. No, I agree. It feels like everything time just goes by in a snap, and it's over before you know it. I didn't realize an hour and 26 minutes has gone by already, like that. Yeah, it doesn't take years to do a page, you know. I'll work out the quality. Let's see. Most people think I have a bleak outlook because I'm not really wowed by life's wonders. But I often say I've seen the world many times, and it has nothing of wonder to offer me, and I have something wonderful to offer it. Yeah, but I tell you, like, yeah, it's like in your place, will there be someone that will take over what you're doing? Like someday, like, well, when all this is like years go by or whatever, you look back on these days, like, because all this stuff doesn't last forever. Not to be talking all deep and metaphorically, but I'm just saying, uh, everyone's DNA has data stored, and no one really understands that, which is crazy. Yeah, it's like I'm fascinated with the ancient sites and like the pyramids and all that stuff, and those things always leave me in like wonderment and wonder. You know, it's like the things you leave behind. How long will they last, and will be forgotten? You know, it's just. I think there's beauty in the fleeting nature of life. It pushes us to live it well, just as those before us did. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like how that was said. Well put. Hmm. It's like passing down the same laptop with Windows XP for a million of years. Yeah. Yeah. With the files and everything in there. Yeah. It's just like that. You're just kind of passing it on. It's just like even like a desperation to finish this series of Under God. Like I want to get this done. Same with the other projects before you know I end up kicking the bucket or something happens. You know, I want to complete my work before that happens. So I guess you can say I'm working like I have a gun to my head from what I've heard from other creators say. Um, Work too fast, huh? But it's one of those things. I laugh about it. It's in a metaphorically way. I kind of see it's like I see this as like putting a gun to my conscience's head, saying if I don't finish it in this lifetime, I will not feel happy in the after or wherever I go for the next user. Yeah, yeah. Now I feel lame for my reasons for going. Why? The way I see it is you draw your images, you draw your pictures, you put your books out, you make your books your arts because those are the monuments, the monoliths that will last through the test of time. It's your work. Your work will inspire people and inspire those and it stays alive through the people. So it's not you're not being lame. It's nothing like that. We're gonna take a little little break for a second. But I mean, I'm gonna still hang around here. I'll be here, but we're gonna just take a little smoke break. If you guys are interested in Under God Volume One, you can check it out. I had a friend who was a nerd for this stuff a long time ago, and she would tell me how she was gonna make it and blah blah. One thing led to another, and now I'm doing it for her. That happens a lot. People get inspired. It's like when it comes down to the work, it's like, yeah, the glamour and glitz and all that sounds all nice, but when it comes down to the work and then making it happen, it becomes like, oh shit, what did I get myself into? I don't like this ride. Get me down from here. It becomes one of those things. This is too serious for me. Yeah, I've dealt with that. That's alright. Sometimes you walk away from it, one can walk away from it and come back. I'm even using her name as a pen name so I can make sure her name makes it in the space she loved. Now you speak as in past tense. What happened? Is she still with us? But if you're holding, it's pretty the dedication and the loyalty. That's a true friend. Nah, stupid ghetto house party nonsense, wrong place, wrong time. She's not with us anymore. I had a no. I see. Sorry to hear about that. I found her hand drawn manga and decided I kind of failed her and not paying attention. I see. Well, that's nice of you and good of you that you're doing that for. But at the same time, you're both like, you're accomplishing your dreams and you're accomplishing hers, and you haven't forgotten her. It's like you're keeping her alive through your work. I don't ever lose that. You don't want that to be lost in time, and yeah, keep that alive. When I was 15, I'm 30 now, and I'm still trying. Yeah, I'm sorry for your loss as well. My camera's like fluctuating. Sorry for your loss. That sounds like a lot of pressure to make this dream happen. Nah, anime ruined me, bro. So now I took this stupid stance that I would be her and not myself. It's dumb, but it works. No, just don't lose you. You can make it like a dual thing. Like I say, you're doing it for you, and you're doing it for her. And, don't lose yourself in the process. So I'm sure she wouldn't want that. I'm sure she's happy that you're doing this, but at the same time, it's like I'm sure she would want you to live for yourself as well. No pressure at all. Kind of annoying at times, but no pressure. In a way, you take it. I mean, this is pretty serious. Yeah, it it was legit because of anime and me being a dweeb at 15 and me watching. Yeah, shit. There's nothing wrong with that. But it takes those elements. It takes that to make something unique and one of a kind. It's like even writing and drawing manga, doing this stuff. Like I do this because maybe somewhere in the world, maybe there's people out there that can see and feel what I'm feeling and see what I see through my art and my stories and all that stuff. You know, one of those things. Exactly. Yeah, and it's all right. So you don't want to be like a cookie cutter and you're like everyone else and you lose yourself. You lose your identity because of what someone thinks or, you know. And when you get to a point where you're like, I don't care if you like me or hate me, that's fine. I'll be honest with myself. Not everyone's going to like you, and you have to understand that with people. You don't have to do anything wrong or whatever. It's just you can walk in the room and someone just doesn't like you, and it's unfortunate, but it happens a lot. And you can be a better person and be bigger than them and not be like them. Yeah, it's legit because I mean, she was the one who thought of the style I draw in manga. Oh, direction. Reading manga. I'm just trying to bring it. I thought she was crazy until I grew up and realized there was a certain way to draw, and I read and read. Then realized she was onto something. Yeah, you get to a point where it's like there's like it becomes a style with no style, and it becomes like one of those things where it's like, well, I kind of it becomes like a style without a style. It becomes its own thing, but still understandable. And I know it's kind of awkward. I'm trying to like word this right. It's like it's like having an understanding of something, but it's not out of whack. There's still like some kind of a control to it. I love the goldfish and crab. Those are the things you hang around your old shed and stare at. I'll bring them out. These are what I'm gonna have up on the website. These are like on index cards too. I'll have these up, originals. But yeah, the rustic feel. But yeah, no. Where am I going? Well, thank you. I remember in middle school and high school, I was sure I was gonna be a comic book artist. Now I'm going to uni for conservation biology. What what changed in in careers. That's interesting. Conservation, biology. But I actually circled back around to working on a series with a friend of mine. I guess once you have a level and it's wants to be created, and if you don't answer to that, it's like something in the ethereal that realm. It's calling out to you. Great job sticking to it. Yes. What is going on, Yoshi? How are you? What is up? Hey, yeah. How are you doing tonight? We're just doing some late night drawing. Right now, I'm taking a short break, taking a little smoke break, and then I'm gonna get back to it. But I do like both. Thank you. If I'm being totally honest, I was scared I wasn't gonna make it as an artist, so I picked a safer option. I see. Yeah, being an artist, doing that stuff isn't always. It's not always gonna be comfortable. I'll just say that. You have to know some people to know some people. I've been homeless before. I lived in Central Park for a little bit, a couple weeks. I was selling art in the streets of Manhattan. I struggled. It was cold because I did it because I wanted to say something, and that's what I wanted to be an artist. To go through that was hard. That was very hard. Um, what's up, lady? I'm loving your art. IG, real MS DOS vibes. Yes, thank you so much. The love and support means everything. I will definitely check out your animations. But yes, I'm chilling, Ralph. Coming by to say hey and hang out. Oh yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, we're just sitting here painting, drawing, working on the manga. Um, I love paintings of the ocean. Me too. I love rustic old drawings, like stuff like just simple things as well, like creatures and stuff in the world that I'm building. The world that I see in my head feels like a world in the ethereal kind of. I know it sounds nuts, but it feels like every bits of things, like down to the plant, down to the insect, down to every creature that's drawn here is in that world, and I just kind of draw from it literally and write adventures on it and stories and stuff. 100. That's what's up, Yoshi. But you're right. There is a need from within to create that couldn't be ignored. Yeah, that sounds really tough. Yeah, you have that need, that desire. I don't care if someone understands it or not, but it has to be put out. But in some way, you want people. Personally, in some way, I want people to understand because all my life it always feels like I've been misunderstood. You know, I put in my work, I do that, and I've been told you're just too much. You're too much. I'm like, too much as how? I'm just being myself. And then I would shut myself down a lot, just kind of keep myself small so everyone else can get ahead, you know. But this time with this, I'm gonna go opposite, you know. If I'm gonna be misunderstood, so be it. That's awesome. It means yeah, it says I'm doing something right then. I went homeless once, and my God, it was the best thing that happened to my mental health. Materialistic wise, it sucked, yeah, but the inner peace was amazing. I agree. You're amazing. Yes, you are, and it does definitely take a lot, especially when you leave that material world behind for a bit, and you need to ground yourself, and it seems like no one's listening, and you're just out there wondering where you're at and where where am I? Where do I belong? Where am I? The only thing that's keeping me safe and alive or keeping me going is my art and hoping that I don't know, someone would understand, I guess. It was it was what taught me to never stop drawing no matter what life has to kick at you. I learned that no matter what I would have drawing, pen, paper, stick and mud, or just my imagination. Yeah. A lifetime of being misunderstood is definitely relatable. A good driving force to urge you to create. Yeah, 100%. You know, and it's okay that if you're misunderstood because it's all right. It says a lot. It tells me a lot. I used to worry about that stuff, but now I'm just like, it's okay. It's fine. If I'm misunderstood, that's cool. But I will keep on producing my work and my imagination, what comes from it, because that's what I can provide to to the people. Yeah, it is a good driving force. If you're misunderstood, that just means you suck at script writing for your manga. Hey Randall, man, at San Diego Comic Con. That, uh, unfortunately, a bar. Let me read that again. If you're misunderstood, that just means you suck at script writing. Well, I feel like everyone around me just thinks that I'm trying to be funny. If I just look at something for a while, they laugh. It's actually so much harder to do stuff like I can't even sit for a minute. And they start doing that, look at them and laugh at them. Sometimes you, in a way, like even through this journey, like I've learned how to counteract certain things and stuff like that, and you grow a thicker skin. And after a while, you're just like, because the thing is, people need to grasp onto something, and especially if you give them something, then they're gonna weaponize it on you. So when you don't give them anything, they're just like, they look stupid. And it's like, yeah, and what else? What else you got? Are you done? Yeah. So it comes down to that. But yeah, no, it's cool that you guys stopped in here, while we do some late night drawing and just burning the midnight oil. I don't know how late everyone's staying up. It's like 12:21, midnight 21 here. I gotta put my gloves on. I feel like I'm gonna get a little messy. So everyone, well, we have 7 people here. Guys, put a like and subscribe to this channel. Let's make this thing grow. I'll keep saying that every other 20 minutes. Damn, I can't believe I've been doing this for an hour and 54 minutes. I guess we can just kind of hang backstage and just talk a little, I guess, and do some drawing. Oops. Kitty cat, come here. Yeah, she's fine. She's gonna do her thing anyways. Let's see, what do I see? What do we see? Let's try to imagine this scene. Do a little, okay. That's how, if you want to start doing some depth It's something like the scale and all that shit. Okay. Let's make a rough looking ocean. How about that? And it's raining like crazy. This is why I say with ballpoint pen, you do what the hell you want. But we're working on scale. Also, we just kind of let loose. Just listen to the sound. Not to my voice, but the rain. Not thinking about what you're drawing, you're just kind of just doing it. It looks like water already. Like a rough ocean. But we're not done yet. And I try to tell people, feel that shit. Don't think about it. When you're thinking about you're doing this, taking your sweet Jesus time, just feel it and just go with it. You see, I'm just making scribbles, but I'm just going with what I see in my head. I see an ocean. It's raining. Waves are kind of rocky looking, you know. I'm not thinking about it too much. You start thinking about it, that's when you fuck up. It's like trying to look at a punch. You look at a punch, you're gonna get hit. Well, it just looks like scribbles, Ralph. Well, fill all that in. It's just what you do. Let's do the horizon line. Alright. Now we got a horizon. You see? Just relax. We'll get through the storm. Just embrace it. Using ballpoint pens also helps when you're doing work with the nib and all that stuff, because you work with strokes. You with the nib you can't go back and forth like that. You'll scratch your paper up and it sounds like nails on a chalkboard. It's irritating, especially when you feel the vibration of that. So you want to like just go in waves, strokes. How can you mimic a wave? Or mimic water. It's not just water, it's just like water being rained on and shit. You see. You don't want to make it look like rained on dog shit. You want it to look like rain hitting water. Don't think about it, just do it. Of course you gotta practice it, but it gets to a point where you just do it. Okay? So now we got our waves, and you see how I'm doing like swoops, single strokes, because I'm feeling it out. The little ripples in the water. I'm going around my high points where the light would be, so it gives some sort of depth to the water as such. I like it. Now we need our clouds. We need some clouds in there and some rain. But before I do that, I'm gonna hit my blunts. Need another horizon line. Let's make the clouds come out at us. Okay. We make our clouds come out towards us. We're gonna give some perspective here. Let's give some little scratchy lines here. Got a thunderstorm rolling in. This is like that freestyle sketching stuff with a ballpoint pen, an index card. You can do some amazing things. You'll start compacting your work more, like concentrated in a small area. So when you're doing panels with a lot of detail, you would already have that exercise down because you're doing this kind of stuff on an index card. But what do I know? I'm just telling you from my own experience. Some thunderhead clouds. And be as loose as you can too. Don't sit there and like, let me draw this cloud right. No, draw it as messy as you fucking can. You can refine it later. It's okay to mess up. It's alright. This is just an exercise to understand the material and the tools and stuff. And through time, you just get better with it and practice. And that's with anything. Alright, got some clouds here showing up in our horizon. Alright, now we're gonna make it rain a bit. Let's make it rain. Yeah. Let's make it rain. And you can start bringing out the depth more further you go in. It's how you cross hatch your lines and all that. Throw some birds in there. Some birds in the storm. You see. There you got some rough waters. Rain, a storm, and it's raining. Oh, I need to stand up for a second. It's the thing, you got an imagination, you can go anywhere. You can see anything. Go wherever. You can be everywhere. You can be nowhere. We can try none. But see, you do the same thing. Field of grass, the ocean. Just sit there, draw your surroundings, or draw a place in your head that you see. Okay, cat, get down. I'll get up there. Yeah, my pen's about to die. I'm gonna raise the knees up a little bit. So yeah, it's good to get some practice in. See where you're at. Make sure you're all good. If you guys are writing in the chat, I can't. I don't know if anything new's coming in or not. But I'm gonna hang around for a couple more minutes and I'm out for the night. Alright, guys. You guys like and subscribe to this channel. Every little bit helps. And if you'd like to check out Under God, Volume 1 and 2, go to angelsoftherenaissance.com. You can message me on X, Instagram, and check me out on YouTube while we're here, of course. So in the meantime, I appreciate you guys stopping by. And like, if you guys want, yeah, you guys can hit me up. So in the meantime, I think I'm gonna call it a night and get some more work on Volume 3 and crash out in the next 2 hours. So thank you guys for hanging out and drawing with me. And you guys go kick it and enjoy the week. See you guys tomorrow. And thank you.